Hey, 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 what's going on, my people? What's going on, y'all? So it's your girl, Rod Creator, coming back with another one today. And today, I just wanted to freestyle it today. I didn't really want to go on a script today or literally have it about anything, one thing in particular. But I was moved to, first, I want to just give some messages that I have, I guess, for the week to, all the different signs. These are reoccurring themes that have happened. I told y'all what I do for a living is actually being a spiritual advisor. So it's just the people that I encountered for this week it's what the lessons have been for the week. And so I just want to share them with the masses because it could be helpful to people. So I'm gonna start off with that. Then I'm just going to talk about whatever. I want to talk about different things that might have happened in the week or the foolishness that I heard. Because I want to talk about one thing in particular, um, but we'll get to that later. So I'm gonna start off with the signs. First, I'm going to think on it, and then I'm going to come out with the messages that have happened over the week. Okay, or that I feel like this particular sign needs to hear. And I'm gonna do it from January to December. I'm not doing it from what the astrological signs say that the Aries is the first one. I'm not doing it that way. So let's get started. So all right, I'm gonna start with Capricorn. So the message for Capricorn that has been a reoccurring thing for either the week or the past 2 weeks is for the Capricorn. It is necessary that you stop wrecking your brain with all types of scenarios and all types of questions to kind of almost torture yourself about you not measuring up to, I guess, what you think is the standard. But you don't need to measure up to anybody's standard. You are the standard. You are the GOAT, the greatest of all time for a reason, okay? You need to start looking at yourself as being as powerful as you are. Stop listening to other people's assessments of you as some type of self-worth. No, know who you are and walk in that and stand strong in that. So that's the first thing for the Capricorn. Now, secondly, for the Aquarius, this is a common theme for me, like a message that I say to all Aquariuses because it's very necessary. It's two different things. The first one is be yourself at all costs. Yes, they are weird, different individuals, but a lot of the times they don't know what they want. And instead of going on this journey to find out what is for them, they tend to mimic other people who they admire or, go after other people's dreams and then take it on as if it's their dream. But no, it's not your dream. Find your dream and go after that with the same passion that you go after other people's dreams with. And I'm not trying to be smart and I'm not trying to put you down in no way. It's very important, it's mandatory for you to find out who you are and what you want. And by all means, go after that with a passion, with on a mission. Okay. And the second thing is Aquarius, stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Um, and this is going to be another message for the Pisces coming up too, because both of them, I don't know if it's because they both dying in the same month, but this is another message for the Pisces as well. But let me finish with Aquarius. Hold up, give me a second. Let me get a little drink of water. So, Pisces, I mean Aquarius, stand up for yourself. Understand your worth. Know your worth. Stop letting your lovers walk all over you. Stand up for yourself. Do not allow them to go any further with that type of behavior. Demand that they value you. And if they can't, then kick them to the curb. Okay? So that's for the Aquarius. Now, for the Pisces, same message. It is the same message. The last one is the same exact identical message. I don't know if it's because both of y'all land in February for a minute, but I don't know why. But this is the same message for the Pisces. Stop rendering yourself to be such a strong sign, to be so strong in your personality, Pisces. You camouflage or you hide the fact that you render yourself helpless in love. No, you are not helpless. And you need to stand up for what you want and what you believe in as far as a relationship and what you need from your lover. Stand up for that. Stand up for yourself in love. Stop rendering yourself helpless. You are very strong and start carrying that strength into your relationship. Okay? Don't let them just come back and say a few nice words and then you just let them back in. No. Demand what you need out of your lover and accept nothing less. Is there anything else that I need to say to the Pisces? I don't know. I think that's it. So let me all right, so to the Taurus. Hmm. What did I say to the Taurus? It's something I said to the Taurus recently, very recently, like today or yesterday. I gotta take a little second to try to remember. Hmm. So oh, okay. So this is a message for the Taurus. Okay. All right. Now it's okay to be playful, but don't purposely drive your lover insane. Okay. That's the message for the Taurus. Okay. They love to do a mind F on their lovers. It's just in them. It's just fun. It's a little fun. But the lover of a Taurus, you must know this is what your lover is doing. Do not allow them to literally make you go insane trying to figure out what they're trying to say. Because sometimes they just like running you around in circles just for the fun of it. It's just fun to them. They like mental games. It's fun to them. Okay. Which is the reason why they often end up with Geminis because Geminis love mental games. So, anyway, so now we're moving on from the Taurus to the Gemini. Now, Gemini, the message for the week or for the recent is stop being in your head about things. Stop allowing your thoughts to bombard you and almost prevent you from moving forward. Like stop allowing them to take over your head. Like um find some type of form of relaxation or release, like meditation, like diving into art or diving into writing, some form of release so that you can continue to go forward. So because the Gemini is very brilliant and don't allow your mind to stifle that. Your brilliance needs to be seen. And Gemini, stop dimming yourself down to make other people feel more important. No, you are amazing and stop belittling that to make other people around you comfortable. No, they need to step their game up. Don't step your shit down. They need to step theirs up. Point blank, period. So, okay. So the Cancerian. So I am a Cancerian. I'm just going to say that. And I say Cancerian because I refuse to identify a person as Cancer or a Cancer. I'm not doing that because I believe it's power in your words. And I'm not identifying anybody as a disease, period. So, so I say Cancerian for that reason. So, Cancerian, what is the message for the Cancerian? Okay. Now I gotta look at myself. Ain't that something? So, so, what have y'all been on my behind? Oh, you know what? The message for the Cancerian is do not shoot from the hip, Cancerian. When somebody pisses you off, step back and process that. Do not just jump on that and go crazy at this person, because you are losing who you are when you do that. Stop allowing people that piss you off to totally shift your mood and totally shift what is going on for the whole entire day, to go off and go in on people. Like, take a step back. Understand that whatever they had to say that pissed you off is not about you, it's about them. And then when you're ready to address it, if you want to clap back, then after taking a step back and assessing the situation, then come back and then address it, or then clap back. But do it with grace. Okay? Do it with grace. Don't allow them to take you out of your character. Okay? So, and that's for me too. So, hey, E, how are you, boo boo? So, let me tell you what I said for the Pisces, because I know you're a Pisces, baby. So, my advice for the Pisces today was to stop rendering yourself helpless in love. So, what that means is you are such a strong sign. A Pisces is such a strong sign. Do not allow yourself to feel helpless in your love life. Whatever you want from your lover, whatever you demand from a relationship, speak that. Do not stifle, do not shut your mouth up for the sake of quote unquote love. No, that's not who you are. You express how you feel and stand up for what you want in this relationship. So that's the message for the Pisces. So I just want to tell you that, boo boo. So where was I at? Now I'm moving on to the Leo, right? Is that on? Like Leo. Yeah, yeah. So give me a second. Let me get a little sip of water. So now moving on to the Leo. The message for the Leo is it's okay to be bold and big, but do not put other people down or do it from a way where you are trying to diminish other people for you to be seen. That's the message for the Leo. Okay? It's okay to be bright and big. It's okay to do that. And it's okay to be confident, but don't let it switch to arrogance, and don't let it switch to diminishing or trying to degrade anyone else to make you seem bigger. That's the message. So okay. So now we're moving on to the Virgo. Virgo. Now, this really was inspired by the Virgo and the Sagittarius. These are the two most common messages that have been coming off as of late. So, I was over on a guy by the name of Wild Bizzle. He does card reads and stuff like that. And so I was over on his channel, and he was saying something yesterday, and he was reading, but what he did not know is you don't just only give messages to people on earth, but you be giving messages to the angels as well, and they be needing messages for progress as well. So yesterday he was saying, like, he's big on numbers a lot. So he was saying, yeah, and this person, their birthday is in first. He gave a message to the daughter of the Virgo that I'm speaking of, that's an angel. So he first gave a message to the daughter, and then he turned around and gave the message to the father, and then said, and you probably have a 17-year-old daughter. And damn if he ain't got a 17-year-old daughter. So, and said that the person birthday was on the 23rd of the month, and that man's birthday is on the 23rd of the month. So, and this man is a Virgo, and I believe the card that he was on was an Earth card. So just to be particular. So he's way more tapped in. He always talking about, I'm too tapped in, but he's way more tapped in than he even realizes that not only are you giving messages for earth people, for people on earth, you are giving messages to the angels as well for progress and healing. So, so Virgo, the message for the Virgo is, so did I do something on the Aries? Did I do the Aries? I did do the Aries. I don't know. I did. Okay, okay. All right. I'm gonna come back around and give a different message for Aries because I might not have done the Aries. I don't know why I feel like I didn't, but I'm just gonna come by again at the end just in case I didn't do the Aries. So anyway, so back to the Virgo, like I was saying, Virgo, 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 stop allowing. This is the message that has been ongoing for the Virgo. As a matter of fact, I have been discussing this with the ancestors on the other side, Virgos, and the Virgos in real living earthly life. Like, because I give spiritual advice to people, this has been a common theme. So stop giving other people your power and stop allowing yourself to hold on to negativity and letting that fester and build in you. Because when you do that, you are allowing whoever then pissed you off to win as well. Just like I was saying about the Cancerian, you are allowing the people who have pissed you off to win. Stop focusing on the negative. It's okay to let go of the negative in order for you to be able to progress. The things that you are letting go of that you deem as negativity or that you deem that you need to let go of, I want you to move forward and pursue your future endeavors with the same passion that you have and the same dedication that you have embraced the things of your past, of your earthly life, of your whichever ones I'm talking to, when I'm talking to the afterlife Virgos or the earthly life Virgos, want you to pursue your present and your future with the same vigor that you have in the past. Okay? So that is the lesson. Let go of the negativity and embrace the present and the future with the same passion, dedication, and vigor that you have in your past. Okay? So then, all right, so we're moving on to the Libra. Now, okay, I don't know if I got to think on that with the Libra. So, Libra. Hmm. All right, so this is the message for the Libra. Do not allow your mean streak to take over um, who you are as a person. Because I see a Libra so much more than their mean streak, but the identifying factor for me, because I'm a person that can read through people. I can see people in the street and just read off of them. And the thing that I'll pick up in a Libra that is like almost at the forefront, or it might be hidden, but it like flashes out like a bad temper. You know how somebody just snap out? The thing that flashes out is their mean streak that makes me be able to identify them. Once they snap all the way out of nowhere, I'll be like, you a Libra, ain't you? They're like, how you know? I'll be like, because of that mean streak. It just came out of nowhere. I will tell them. Like, yo, so, and it's because I had no idea it was coming. It just come out of nowhere. So, Libra, do not allow your mean streak to take over who you are. That is not who you are. Okay? Learn to control that and learn to constantly search for the balance of that. It's okay to have moments where you snap, but do not let it take over who you are. Don't let it skew people's vision of you. That's the message for the Libra. Continue to search for balance in that. Don't let the bad side win. So, all right. And so who is next? Libra, Scorpio, right? Okay. So, Scorpio. Scorpio, the message for the Scorpio is do not let your need to, I don't know if it's a need to be right. Do not let your need to debate or go back and forth with people slash could be seen as war with people. Do not let your need to go back and forth or be right or whatever that is. Don't let that take over your personality. Um, this is a common thing for me and Scorpios. Like I clash with Scorpios a lot because they will have an argument with me that I'm not having an argument about. Like what I mean is I could just be having a regular conversation. And let's just say they are saying their philosophy on something. And then I provide my philosophy on something. I'm not negating their philosophy or anything, but they take it as a shot towards them. And then they start clapping back and getting into a verbal altercation with me that was never that. It's just me expressing my opinion. And so don't let your need to clap back or your need to go back and forth with someone take over who you are, because that's not who you are either. You got a lot to offer the world, but it's also a time to be a teacher and it's a time to be a student. It's a time to talk and it's a time to listen. Understand that. That's the lesson. So, all right, let's move on to Sagittarius. Hmm. Sagittarius, this was the biggest, I feel like, recent lesson for them that I feel like they need to be listening to right now. Sagittarius, calm down. It's all going to work out. Stop trying to force it. Just relax, let go, and let God. Okay? Let go and let God. So the reason why I'm saying that is because every person, almost every person I done encountered within the last week, almost every person has been Sagittarius. And the common denominator is they like, I want it now, 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 now. You cannot force it. Relax, calm down, let go, and let God. It's all going to come into fruition. It's all going to happen for you in divine timing. Okay? Just relax. It's going to work. It's going to work out. So, and I think that's everybody, right? Sagittarius was the last person. Yep, 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 yep. So that was the messages for the signs. Now I'm going to just take a little time out to transition to other things because it's other things I wanted to talk about. So, no, I have to give a message for the Aries because I believe I skipped over the Aries. Let me give a message for the Aries before I go into. Okay, so Aries, you have to get control of your emotions, sweetheart. Get control of your emotions so that you can venture forward. Do not let your emotions knock you out of commission. That is your life lesson. And your other life lesson is to learn when to let go. It's a time and a place to let go. If it's not working, don't try to hang in there and hope that it's going to turn back around. This is for your relationship in particular. If it's not working, do not try to hang in there and hope that it's going to turn back like it used to be. If it's not turning back like it used to be, if no one is putting in an effort to make it work, or if you are the only one putting in the effort, let it go. It's time to let go. Don't keep hanging on to a relationship that is done. You deserve better. All right, sweetheart. So that's for the Aries. My bad if I don't know if I already gave a message to the Aries, but I just wanted to make sure that the Aries got a message. So anyway, now we're gonna move on um to so just like anything I want to talk about. So one of the things that I really came live to really talk about, like the things that it came live to really talk about is this fool ass Donald Trump who compared himself to Nelson Mandela and talking about he will stand by the likes of. I should look it up so I can say what this fool said, because this is ridiculous. So let me look this up, see if I still got it. This fool compare himself to Nelson Mandela. Let me see. Donald Trump compare. Hold on, let me put it up. Donald Trump comparing himself to Nelson Mandela. Okay, so I'm about to play it.
To try and belittle a man who literally changed the democracy as we now witness in South Africa, to a man who tried to undermine a democracy, is to desecrate the whole movement of democracy around the world. Even for Donald Trump, this is lower than anything I could have imagined, to compare himself to someone who is not only unlike him, but fought for the exact opposite of what he has demonstrated in his own maneuvers to undermine black voters and, for that matter, undervoters, to the point where he's under indictment for doing something. Nelson Mandela became inducted in a global hall of fame of freedom fighters. Donald Trump has been indicted in 4 different federal districts, among the charges trying to undermine people's right to vote or the value of those that did vote.
Mm, that's not what I was looking for. Forgive me, guys. 1 minute. I don't want to play a whole bunch of it. So anyway, all I'm gonna say is he compared himself to Nelson Mandela, talking about uh him and the judge or something in the Stormy Daniels trial. Your trial is for you and a porn star's escapade. You're comparing yourself to Nelson Mandela as if you were jailed for 27 years illegally and unjustly. First of all, Nelson Mandela was fighting against a RACIST system that infiltrated Africa and then tried to exclude them out of their own process in their own continent. Are you serious? In their own country of South Africa. So they call them quote unquote colonizers. And so they came in. The apartheid thing is the fact that they came into South Africa and tried to relocate Africans out of their own country. And they took over the quote unquote desirable, most valuable places and moved them on and ushered them out. Then, when they tried to get into the political party, how they did so was to make illegal laws where Africans, the people whose South Africans, the people whose country it was, could not vote in the election. How wicked, how ridiculous. And when and Nelson Mandela fought back against this, and the young children And I just needed to say something about that. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope this is being heard because I see the little it's wait a minute. Let me try to reposition this to make sure it's being heard because I want to make sure this is being heard because that's ridiculous to position to try to compare yourself to you in a porn star's trial. That is just the lowest of the low. Please do not speak of any of our melanated uh, heroes, inspirational people, role models, muses. Do not speak of them. Now, and another thing I want to bring up that I'm going to continue to bring up because everybody keep trying to turn a blind eye to it, and I'm going to keep sounding off about this until people listen to it. So another thing I want to talk about is everybody voted Donald Trump into office in 2016 when this man was an active. So if it wasn't for the death of what's his name, Jeffrey Epstein, he was an active co-defendant in the either 2015 or 2016 child RAPE slash kidnapping case with Jeffrey Epstein. They were co-defendants, and the woman won her trial, and they had to pay this woman. He was a co-defendant. How this was buried, how people don't know about this, or how people continue to turn a blind eye to this, it beats me. Just like now, they just released something about everybody that Jeffrey Epstein was in cohorts with. No, they did not mention Donald Trump, who was the co-defendant with him in the 2015 slash 2016 child RAPE slash kidnapping case in New York. And she won. And it was like some type of trafficking type of thing. And she won. If y'all looking for more details about the case, you can look into I have a piece on here, but it's a while back. I've been saying this for years. And I wish people wake up and smell the coffee when it comes to this man. Like, that's crazy to me. You'll rather roll with a political affiliation rather than go against a man who is horrible as an individual. He has taken anything he wants. Now he's trying to represent himself like he is for women and that he'll make sure that the girls and the women won't be sexualized when he the person that said just grab him by the PUSSY. Are you effing serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? You really think that this man cares about women's rights or cares about respecting a woman when he said on TV, which by the way, got the man who was the host, who was only listening to this fool saying this shit. He only was listening to him, got him fired and removed from his job. And then what did it get Donald Trump? The presidency. It got him the role as president. After trying to command the FBI to SHOOT down protesters, and I believe it was Kenosha, Wisconsin, after trying to get them to be shot down. Forgive me if that's a word I can't say, but after trying to get the FBI, I believe it was, to move in and do this to protesters because they was disrupting his press run and his photo ops. And then finally he had to settle because they said we cannot do that, sir. They're not doing anything that is endangering or threatening the life of anyone. So we cannot do that. He tried to get them to drop some type of bombs on them. It was crazy. And they like, we will not, we cannot. And so finally he had to settle for them tear gassing the protesters for him to get a photo. This is the type of man that y'all idolize and think is a good man. This is the type of man y'all want controlling the office again. This man, because he thought or knew he was going to lose the election, he tried to literally stage a coup. If this was in any other country, this would be called a coup. He tried to stage a coup. He also told everybody if he get back in office, he gonna pardon every one of them that went to jail for running up in the White House and trying to hang Mike Pence, shouting hang Mike Pence and shouting death to Nancy Pelosi. Come on now. They was trying to find her. If they would have found her, only God knows what would have happened to her. And just an example is one of his supporters running up in her house and trying to murder her husband. This is the type of person y'all want into office. That is insane to me. So I just wanted to come and talk about the few things. I wanted to give y'all some inspirational messages or some messages to be able to move forward for the time, for the different signs. And I just wanted to throw that little bit on the end because I had a problem with this fool trying to compare himself to Nelson Mandela. Don't you ever, ever, ever in your orange face life ever again try that again. So that's it and that's all. Thank you for the people that came through and supported. I appreciate your presence. It was thoroughly appreciated. Um, if you would like to support the platform, you see the Cash App scrolling across the bottom. If you would like to reach out to me or if you would like to request a reading, you can contact me through my email is listed in the description box. Um, and that's it and that's all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Mwah. Peace.